What is it? No, no, no.
Well, sometimes it's unreal to play something. If you know the games like Fortnite, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Fallen Order, Borderlands, Bioshock, Mass Effect, and so on, you really know the Unreal Engine, one of the most powerful and beautiful game engine. But many years ago, before Fortnite, the milk cow of Epic Games, was created, the beginning of all of this, the first Unreal in 1998, and it was something incredible. Before the time, the games like Turok or Dark Forces 2 looked cartoonish. But then 3D accelerators like Voodoo or Riva TNT rendered astounding graphics, which was the biggest advance in the history of game graphics. Looking at these gameplay videos, can you imagine it has been 25 years? Honestly, Unreal is my the most favorite game in the history. I have played it maybe 10 times, but if I could find any downside, it was the story, which is very simple. You are the prisoner 849 on the Starship Vortex Strikers, but the starship crashed on the planet Napali, and of course you survived. The others are dead or escape before you wake up in your cell. Your only task is to escape the planet. Sometimes you find the books where you find information about the planet, inhabitants, the enemies, and where you can find the rescue model. But none of this is important to playing the game. It is really straightforward. On the other hand, the game environment is amazing. You will walk through different villages with different houses. You will see churches, windmills. You will pass through valleys, caves, temples, castles, and of course you will visit several starships. Each location is looking unique, so level design is so great that you will never get bored. Some places are so good that you will stop and observe the beautiful scenery. And what about your enemies? The main antagonists are the Skari, who are very cruel to the original inhabitants Nali. They are very fast and intelligent, so it is very difficult to shoot them. The brutes are giants with rocket launcher, but they pose no threat because they are very slow. Like enemies were the mercenaries, who use various types of weapons and are protected by a shield. And sometimes you will meet a titan which throw the stones at you, and their damage is fatal. And of course, Warlord, that you can see in the first part of the video. I think it was the most difficult fight in the game, even harder than the final boss. And it is better to mention that if you don't like spiders, you won't be happy to see puppies that like to jump on you. First person shooter games without weapons won't be fun, and there is a mix of 10 completely different weapons, and each weapon has the second mode. For example, the flak cannon is a classical shotgun at the first glance, but in the second mode, it is very useful grenade launcher. Similarly, 8-ball is rocket launcher with up to 8 rockets to launch at once. Second mode is grenade launcher again, but it is least useful. Dispersion pistol that is like a blaster with unlimited ammunition. In the game, you can find upgrades that make this pistol one of the most powerful weapons. Among special weapons, we can include Stinger, which is something like a nail gun, best known from the first Quake. Then there is Razorjack, made by Scars, which uses very powerful erasers that can be deadly in the hands of inexperienced gamers. And also Biorifle, experimental weapon that shoots green slime, and for the enemies you can create dangerous traps. Graphics were mentioned at the beginning. Maybe you won't be overwhelmed by the graphics these days, but I think there is no shame in playing this game. Really exclusive game and level design. Some parts of the game are better in the current games. There are extensive interiors and also exteriors, and both of them look great. And music and sounds are also enjoyable. Even the menu music is quite epic. While playing the game, the music reacts to the player's current position, and if you are in the action part of the game, the music adapts to the pace of the game, making it faster and louder. And if you don't want to play alone, there is amazing multiplayer. In addition to classic modes like cooperative, deathmatch, or team deathmatch, you can try King of the Hill, where you try to be king by killing the previous king. Simple. Or you can try Dark Match, which is deathmatch in the dark. Unfortunately, there is no capture the flag mode, so much favorite game mode in the next games in the series. So, what to say in conclusion? The late 90s saw the creation of many incredible action games. Unreal competed primarily with Quake 2 and Half-Life. Each of those games was great. Each of them has its advantages and disadvantages. But Unreal has, at least for me, the best level design, which is one of the best in the gaming history, as well as the graphics. You really can't go wrong if you buy Unreal Gold, which is a compilation of the original Unreal and its return to Napali datadisk, with high resolution and compatibility with the new Windows. What are the pros? Well, almost everything. Graphics, game and level design, music, gameplay, enemies and their artificial intelligence, various weapons, atmosphere, and the cons? Maybe the storyline could be better, but back then, most first person games didn't have any story. Thank you for watching the video. Next time, we are going to be a little scared and look at Funny Bear, Rabbit, Chicken, and Fox in Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope you will enjoy the next game in our series. Bye and see you next time.